So why modern vehicles demand more from their electrical systems. And Jamie and Frank, I will pass this off to you guys and I'll sit back.
So yeah, when we talking about telematics things, these are things that we're talking about battery drainage, things that we're seeing out there that are causing these issues. So you think about your modern day vehicle now, what that truck looks like inside. It's like driving around a UFO. There's so many bells and whistles, sensors going off. We have GPS tracking systems, ELDs, remote diagnostic systems, all kinds of things that are pulling power. And that's a 24-hour job on a lot of these trucks. There's no shut off. So these batteries are being drained 24 hours a day. So we have to understand what that is. It's a constant power draw, requires idle. It's idle drain. It's happening all the time. So we want to make sure that people understand that when we're talking batteries, that's what the parasitic draw is, and that's what these issues are coming from and where they stem from in a lot of cases. When we talk about drive assist systems and other things that come up, and not just commercial side, but on transit vehicles and fleets. We talk about road assist, anti-braking, or brake assist. All these things are things that require a stream of current power, consistent power, things that are going to help, with the efficiency of these assistant machines and assistance type software that's in these trucks and vehicles. So we just have to make sure that the batteries are topped up. We see fleet electrification kind of happening now. Again, copying the European method where we're seeing, 24-volt systems come into play at the OEM level. So I think that shift is slowly happening now. We are starting to see a few of the larger OEMs make that move from a 12-volt system to 24-volt system. And again, that's to help manage the auxiliary piece of equipment in the vehicles. So you see all those house banks, everything's shifting to 24-volt now. So I think we're slowly getting there and it'll come around, but it's definitely something that's on the way up.
Yep. And that kind of leads to the final bullet point there. And I know this is something that me and Jamie was talking about this morning, about the redesigning of low voltage architecture. So what we will see heading towards into the future is, the traditional 12-volt system is probably only going to be used for running critical loads, similar to what we're seeing in the hybrid and electric vehicle movement. On the automotive side is that there's a 12-volt battery that is designated safety critical. Then you'll have a 48-volt system that runs, all the computers and all the fancy bells and whistles. So we are going to see more complicated electrical systems within the heavy-duty industry if we already have not started seeing that. Again, practical effect for this one is something that I'm sure that you hear Frank saying, and something that I'm sure you hear Jamie saying if they're coming and calling on you, is that batteries, they aren't just turning over the engine anymore. They're running a lot of safety critical loads, hotel loads. And so batteries these days, or starting batteries, don't actually just need to be designed for cranking amps. The technology, or what we'd like to see people installing into their vehicle, is definitely a high cycle or a higher reserve capacity, higher amperage hour unit. Again, because we have higher energy throughput. So something that we can talk about now, and it'll come up again, is just alternator output. So at idle, we see alternators charge, the charge output can reach 15.5 volts. And if you have that 15.5 volts running into a flooded lead acid battery, that's just going to start cooking and boiling the battery dry. That leads back to the questionnaire where people are seeing, their batteries bulging and gassing and leaking. This could be a direct reason for that. And then, Jamie, you made a point a couple of days ago about on the other side is now when the trucks are getting up to speed above 1500 RPM, that the voltage is dropping down to 13.4 volts. So current is all over the map. Batteries aren't getting charged properly. And all of this, kind of just wears down the entire electrical system.